Hi everyone, I hope the day finds you well. Today I'm going to be making a chocolate zucchini cupcake. One of my favorite ways to use zucchini, and these always turn out great. The first thing that you're going to need to do is get your zucchini ready and just peel the skin off of that and then grate it. After that, I take the zucchini and I just squeeze out the liquid into a bowl, and then I put it on a paper towel and just pat it dry. You're going to need a medium-sized bowl, and then I start putting my ingredients in. First is the butter. I have it at room temperature, and it was a warm day when I was doing this, so it worked out really well. In goes the vegetable oil, and then I put in regular white sugar. You see what I'm doing there? Pouring sugar over the bowl. Anybody who's new to baking or cooking, don't do that. That's a recipe for disaster. Trust me, just trust me on that one. Then goes in the vanilla. I only use my vanilla that I made at home. Once you've done vanilla at home, it's really hard to go back to store-bought. It's such a great flavor. Now add in the baking soda, the baking powder, and the salt. I use my hand mixer to mix this. I don't whip it up. I don't go too crazy with this. You just want to mix it till everything's combined. I put in 2 large eggs, and then I use my hand mixer and mix that in as well. At this stage, I go ahead and put in my sour cream. I've only used regular sour cream. If anybody uses light sour cream and tries this recipe, leave a comment in the box below to let us know how it goes and what the texture is like, because I've never done that, and that would be really interesting to know. I fold the sour cream in, and then I start putting in my flour a cup at a time. This recipe calls for an all-purpose flour. I think that they could be a little bit lighter if you use a bread flour. So if anybody does do that, let us know in the comments down below how you find the texture of those cupcakes. The next 2 ingredients is going to be the cocoa and zucchini. The cocoa goes in first. Give that a good stir. You're going to find that the batter is a bit dry and hard to fold in, but not to worry. Once the zucchini goes in, that all loosens up again. It brings in some moisture to that batter, and it all turns out pretty good in the end. In goes my favorite ingredient, milk chocolate chips. I always have these on hand. You could mix this up. You can put peanut butter chips in there maybe, or semi-sweet chocolate chips. It's up to you. You could probably even add a little bit of coconut if you like that kind of a texture and flavor as well. I'm sure there's so many different variations of this cupcake that you can do. I spray my pan with cooking spray. You could do it the old-fashioned way and just wipe the pan with some butter and light flour, and then just get the excess flour out of that pan before you put in your batter. I always put my cake pans and bread pans and cupcake pans, anything like that, on a cookie sheet before I put it in the oven. I do feel that somehow with some stoves, it does penetrate the heat more evenly on the bottom when you have a cookie sheet on there, but it's not necessary. Those go into a preheated oven at 350 Fahrenheit. After 20 minutes, give them a test, put a toothpick in the center. If it comes out clean, they're done. If not, put them back in the oven and check them every 10 minutes. When I take them out of the oven, I leave them in the pan for 5 minutes, and then I put them on a cooling rack to cool all the way down. These always taste fantastic. They always come out on point. They're fudgy, they're chocolatey, they're extremely moist, they freeze really well. I only take out 1 at a time because that's my lifestyle. So I wrap them with some saran wrap, foil paper, then I put them in a freezer bag, and even if they've been in there 2-3 months, they come out just as nice as the day that you bake them. I'll have this recipe written out in the show more box below. If you give it a try, let us know in the comments how you liked it. I'm sure that you will love it. There's so many variations that you can twist this into, that it's just a great base recipe to have in your recipe book. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It would help me out a lot. Till next time, hey do.